Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Tamar, and I just want to ask, have you ever prayed a prayer where God actually answers you in the most unexpected way and it's not what you had desired? Yeah, me. So, quick thing, I am sipping on matcha. I got my chocolate chip muffin from Tim Hortons. And let's dive into this. Yeah, I had prayed to the Lord for some months. I told him, God, I want to be someone who solves complex problems. I want to be someone who understands complex issues and can provide solutions, even solutions immediately. Oh my goodness, I had prayed that prayer. And the Lord did not joke around with that prayer, guys. I had recently received this job position. It's this advisory role where I'm bringing a lot of technical related solutions, and it's for a very big company. I signed an NDA. Cannot say. I want to honor that, but I did not expect it. I was quite afraid. Why? Because the training is intense, and also this is a job that's bigger than our pay grade. I mean, not bigger than our pay grade. Okay, so word of mouth is that this role, compared to roles elsewhere that's similar to this, quite like literally similar, if not the same, but similar, they get paid way more. So I'm like, but that's just word of mouth. I need to hear confirmation. But that's what I heard from other employees. So I'm like, but I think about it too, because I had the thought, I'm like, wow, the training that we have here is quite advanced. And I started to think about the pay. So, just thoughts in the back of my head. But nonetheless, it's a role that I had not expected to, be in. And why I'm saying this is an answered prayer is because it literally deals with the things I had asked the Lord. Not only, asking the Lord, I want to deal with complex, I want to be a problem solver and understand complex issues and bring solution. But I had also asked the Lord that I want to be an effective communicator. I wanted to improve in this area of communication. I'm literally doing those two things at my job every day. Every day. I mean, of course, you have to communicate with people, but when you're providing technical related solutions, your communication needs to be effective. I mean, to the T. And I'm like, God, you literally answered my prayer in the most unexpected way. And thank you that you're faithful to me. Thank you, Lord, that you are considerate of me, that you see me, you hear me, and you are saying, no worries, daughter, I got you. And the role, honestly, brings you so much exposure to things, transferable skills that you can use, for other jobs. It's a blessing. Even, exposure to fraud related things. It's great in that sense, great exposure. But I did not see myself being in this role. It was not on my wish list, but this shows me that God takes our prayers seriously. And for those who don't know, I am an entrepreneur. And so entrepreneurs, what do? They solve problems for a profit. So you're gonna be always problem solving. And God is just being faithful to me because he's like, okay, we're gonna do problem solving and you're gonna be an effective communicator because those are the things that you had asked me. Voila. So I want to just speak to those who are in that same boat where they're like, God, please. I mean, I was getting to the point where I was getting really anxious. I was like, I don't want to do this. There's many times where I want to leave out. I don't want to do this. I want to go home. Home is safe. Home is this. Home is that. But the thing is, I cannot be riddled by anxiety because I'm not called to it. I mean, what I'm trying to say is that I am not called to be anxious. I can experience anxiety as a human, but am I called to that? Am I called to be instructed and directed by anxiety? No, I'm not. And it's not that my workplace is toxic. It's not like my workplace causes me to be continuously burnt out, stressed out. No, it stretches me. It increases my bandwidth. And I think that's important to understand. When you feel anxious, are you always gonna fight or flight? And the thing for believers, I believe, is that we're first of all, we're not called to be anxious at all. Like, we're not called to be moved by fear, live in fear. But, you know, like, let's be wise, do an assessment. Is where you're at, like, you know, like, toxic? Is where you're, or is it just a personal thing that you're going through? Like, you're just riddled by fear. Maybe it's your anxiety is, you know, because of some serious doubts that you have of yourself, or maybe, you know, something, I don't know what it could be for you. But I think it's important to understand, make an assessment, understand why you're experiencing that, and then honestly bringing the Lord into it. And so for me, I was just like, okay, just running away is not the answer. And you literally have prayed for this, Tamar, and God has answered you in the most unexpected way. And he's literally meeting your needs, okay? Like, he's more faithful to you than you are to yourself. So I just want to encourage you guys, like, it is a testimony that God had answered me with this role, with 2 specific things that I had prayed for months. And it adds to me, it adds value. Like, you'll see, I will be the most effective communicator you will come across because I had prayed for this. And I will be solving issues, complex issues, with ease because I have gained exposure to this. But, you know, like, and having the tenacity to problem solve and not give up, you know, like, this, I would say an additional thing is, like, for me not to give up. That's one thing. Is okay, so it gets hard and you feel anxious. Like, why are you feeling anxious? Make that assessment. And why are you wanting to give up? And I, like, literally through different people, I was told to keep going, don't give up. And so it is stretching. Even when I get those thoughts of, like, you know, I want to leave, I don't feel like this is for me, because, you know, the training is quite advanced. And, you know, it's not that it's super hard. Like, you can train as much as you can, but not till you like get right into the work where you're exposed to many other things too. That's going to require you to be a quick thinker, bringing solutions quickly. But God is faithful. Really, like, he literally answered my prayer. And if you guys are in that same boat, you know how that feels. And I encourage you to not be riddled by anxiety, to ask the Lord instead, God, what are you doing in this season? What do you want me to see that I'm not seeing? So I think that's a really important prayer to have, because, you know, those growth seasons are not bad seasons, even though they feel terrible. But God is just stretching you because there's more for you to do, and he believes in you, that you are capable. So don't give up when it gets hard, and live through an answered prayer. You know, you know, whatever you're going through, it's not a forever thing, you know. It's dependent on what you're going through, but, like, seasons do change, and I want to literally encourage you that seasons do change. It's not the end. So I'm gonna go. I gotta head to church. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you guys for watching this. I hope that you are encouraged and uplifted, that God is more faithful to you than you are to yourself, and he gives you what you need. He gives you what you need. Like this video, comment below, are you in the same boat as me where, like, God answered a prayer of yours and you're like, this is not what I have expected at all? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to this channel if you actually want to see more videos like this. I think I want to take more of a different tone. I want to be a little more me on here in terms of, like, bringing you in and what I'm doing, and, like, the things that I'm learning, and really sharing testimonies, and just, yeah, life as a Christian, doing cool things. Okay guys, I'll see you in my next video. Take care and God bless.